Oftentimes, when I issue an essay to my students, the problem that I run into is that a number of students say they don't have access to a computer, nor do they have access to a flash drive to transport their work from computer to computer. Fortunately for us, Google has worked really hard towards alleviating that problem for most individuals. With their Google Mail, Gmail, and their Google Docs and Google Drive programs, they've effectively eliminated the problems associated with transporting documents to and fro. So what I'm going to do in this video is create a Google Mail account that'll help us log into Google Drive and create a document there and be able to access it from any computer that has internet access. So for starters, the first thing that we need to do is go to Google or gmail.com to create a Gmail account. And we're going to create one of my student accounts here. You'll notice in the upper right hand corner there is a create an account button. We simply click on that and we are just going to go ahead and enter our information here. We will call this one Arlington Student, and the name we will choose is AHS Student 2, since we already have a Student 1. The password for this, we're just going to do a generic password, Arlington 1. Let's try that again. Arlington 1. And then Arlington 1. Alright, and I'll enter my birthday here. So make note of this so you can buy me a present later. And we'll just answer a few more questions here, and this will get us to where we need to go. Don't tell anyone, but I'm going to put in the school's phone number for this one. And I will use my Mr. Hurst email address for this one. We'll go through the verification process here. In case you're wondering, I am typing from the side, so it's a little difficult. We will agree to the terms of service. Go to the next step here. And look at that, we have our own little email account there, ahsstudent2@gmail.com. So that's our first step. We've created the email account. So we're going to continue over to Gmail. And the first thing that we're going to find is that we already have a few emails from Google welcoming us to the program. So we've got those 3 emails right there. You could read through them. That's fantastic. Do whatever you would like with those. Now, we're logged in as AHS Student 2. From this point, what we can do is if we type in Google Drive into our search bar, it'll come up to another Google website. And this Google Drive, it functions exactly like a regular word processor, like Microsoft Office. It's got 3 different programs on there. It's got one that works just like Microsoft Word, another one that works like Microsoft Excel, and then a third one that works like Microsoft PowerPoint. But the cool thing about these is when you create a document on here, you are literally creating it on the internet. So if you create it here, they'll save it on the internet. You could access it from any other computer that is hooked into the internet. So let's go and create. We're going to hit the create button. It'll ask us what kind of document we want to create. Let's create a just regular old Word document. And we are going to title this one, let's title it Test. Alright, and then let's go ahead and type something in there. Alright, so we're good. We're going to go up to File just like we would on regular Microsoft, and we're just going to go to town. We could print it from here. We could download it as a Microsoft Word document, or at this point we could just go ahead and log out of the program, because it says all changes saved in Drive. Okay, so if we log out of the program, let's say I want to access that, but I don't have access to this particular computer. Perhaps I could come over to this computer right here and see if I could access on a separate computer. So we would go ahead and type our password in again, ahsstudent2@gmail.com, and our password was Arlington1. I think it was Arlington1. We'll sign in, and look at that, there's our email account. We're all logged in. That's fantastic. If we go to Google Drive, we should be all logged in there. We'll go up to this button here that says go to Google Drive, and lo and behold, there is our test package right there. Open it up, and we shall see once it opens, the same exact document that I just created on another computer is right there. This will help students tremendously because you can work on any computer at any time, and as long as there is an internet connection, it will save it. So you could work at the Arlington Library. You could work at one of the computers in the library here on campus. You could even go back to the corner of my room where I've got a mini computer lab set up. Or you could even work on it at home. Wherever you work on it, it'll save that document, and you won't have to worry about finding a computer or finding the same computer that you created the document on. So I encourage you, create a Google account. It's free, and it's got up to 5 gigabytes of storage. You can store every document that you work on throughout your entire high school career. You could even create folders, as you see right here. You could create a folder for English 9, English 10, English 11, and English 12, and have all of those documents ready to go. Once again, feel free to check out www.mrhurst.com for updates on the class, and always feel free to email me at mrhurst@hotmail.com.